Hello, it's Doris from All the Books, and I'm here to do the I Dare You book tag. I was tagged, yay, by Book Learning. I will link her channel below. Her channel has, she's a newer booktuber, and her channel has a nice academic vibe that I like. So yeah, and I'll also tag Memento Mori because he put the questions in his notes list. So if you would like to do the tag, you can check his out and get the questions because I'm sure that I won't get around to doing that. So there are 20 questions, so I'm going to do these quickly so that I can get through it semi-quickly. The first question is, which book has been on your shelf the longest? And I have these sweet, sweet, sweet little books. Oh, they're precious. First Poems and First Nursery Rhymes. I got these. Look at the end papers. Oh. I got these from my mom and dad. Christmas 1973. I was 3 years old. Isn't that precious? And look at these little, look at this little page. Look at that little fairy dude. And some of them are black and white, like, ooh, so cute. So yeah, that wasn't very quick, was it? I'll do better. Current book, the current read, the last book you read, and the next book you're gonna read. So I just finished this one at school today, like right after the bell rang. I finished it up. The Tempest by William Shakespeare. And this was in preparation for the one that I started as soon as I got home, Hagseed by Margaret Atwood. And I must say, I loved the first 3 chapters, which is all I've read so far, but they really grabbed my attention. So yeah. And then when I finish that one, I'm going to dive into The Dark Circle by Linda Grant because I'm anxious to get the shortlisted books read, the ones that I want to read anyway. I have 4 of the shortlisted that I really want to read and that I currently own. Yeah. So, and I tried to find this information today, but in it, if any of you know when the Bailey's Prize is going to be announced, please let me know in the comments because that information is surprisingly difficult to find. Is it a secret or something? It's crazy. Okay, we're only on the 3rd question. This is not as quick as I thought I would be. Number 3, a book that everyone liked but you hated. That would be The Vegetarian by Han Kang. And I talked about this recently, so yeah, this is the one. Number 4, a book you keep telling yourself that you'll read someday, but probably won't. Okay. I majorly, highly covet the edition of War and Peace that has all of the red floral fabric-y prints on the front. You know which one I'm talking about. I want it real bad. But I don't really enjoy serial novels. Like, I'm reading Middlemarch right now. I'm sure you didn't know that. And it's the best serial read that I've read. But yeah, it doesn't make me want to read more serial reads. I read Anna Karenina and Far From the Madding Crowd, and I did not like them at all. So yeah. But if somebody would, like a Book Olive, would do a read-along, I would totally read War and Peace then. And then I could buy that book that I want so bad. I'm weird. I just like book covers. Number 5, book you're saving for retirement. So I tend to go in phases with my interests. So I'm in a booktube phase right now. This is the year of booktube. 2 years ago, I don't know. It wasn't last summer, but the one before that. I was in a wildflower photographer mode, and I took wildflower photos incessantly, and it was very, very awesome. I loved it so much. But that was, 3 years ago, and my interests changed. But I thought that I would become a wildflower gardener the next year, so I bought all these books used off of Amazon, and then I didn't, instead of segueing from a wildflower photographer to a wildflower gardener phase, somehow I got distracted by becoming a planner girl. So yeah, I never got around to reading these. I read one of them, the Bee Book. So maybe when I'm in retirement, I'll get back to the wildflower gardening. Or maybe sooner, who knows. Number 6. Yeah, I've got my Hobonichi over there. I'm sure you knew that too. Number 6. I got distracted. Do you read the last page of the book before you finish the book? No. Like, I always check to see how many pages the book is so that mentally I can psych myself up for, when I'm at a halfway point and stuff like that. And I always like deliberately blur my vision so that I can't accidentally read the last page of the book. Because, yeah, I don't want to know how the story ends until I get there. Number 7, are acknowledgments a waste of paper? No, I mean, how awesome is that to tell somebody you appreciate them? That's great. I mean, I don't always read them, but usually I do, but it's their book, and acknowledge people, that's an awesome thing to do. Number 8, a book character that you would switch places with. This is so cliche, I'm sure, but Hermione, hello. Number 9, a book that reminds you of something specific in life or a specific time in life. So this could be a lot of books, but I just distinctly remember every book that I ever got for Christmas. So I grabbed these, my set of Tolkien's, and they're pretty raggedy. I think I was about 12 when I got these, and most of the books that I got for Christmas, my mom got me off a Christmas list that I would write, but these, my brother-in-law had recommended that she get them for me, and so I was grateful because I totally fell in love with them, and I've read them multiple times. They're kind of my generation's Harry Potter, if that makes sense. Let's see, what number are we on now? A book acquired, this is number 10, a book acquired in an interesting way. This copy of Linda Sue Parks' When My Name Was Kyoko, I went to a book signing to meet her because I loved her writing. She's a middle grades author, I would say. And she's from Korea, and my dad was in the Korean conflict back in the day, and so I got this for him and asked her to autograph it for him, and I told her that he was in the Korean conflict, and she signed it, to Elmo, with gratitude for your service, best wishes, Linda Sue Park. I thought that was so, I don't know, it made me tear up when it happened. I distinctly remember that, and it was years ago. And then I just found this in the book. Like, this is my dad's copy, and he doesn't really read, and I finally just took it home last year. But I found this picture that my kid drew for my dad years ago. Oh, so sweet. Such good memories. Number 11. Have you ever given a book, a special book, to a special person, yada yada? I'm sure I have. I had the best fun last month buying books for my 2 sisters. It was just a nice gift to give. It made me feel good. Number 12, a book that has been with you in the most places. Well, probably those first books I showed you from when I was 3 years old. But I thought this was funny. This was one of the books that had been sitting around half read on my bookshelves, and I made it a goal to read all of those this year, and I just finished this one this week, and the bookmark is dated the Southern Kentucky Festival of Books from 2003. Pretty impressive that I've had a half-read book for 14 years. I know you guys think that is so cool. Where are we now? We're on 13. Required reading that you hated in high school but liked 2 years later. I can't remember anything that was required that I hated, but I was really into reading modern classics and kind of read all the books that I could get my hands on that were on high school bookshelves, you know, even if we weren't required to read them, I read them anyway because I liked them a lot. But Catcher in the Rye, hated it. I tend to not like teen angst novels. You probably pick up on this eventually, but yeah, they don't do it for me. Number 14, used or new, both. Number 15, have you read any Dan Brown novels? Yeah, all of them. I read them back to back last fall. Couldn't put them down, and now I've learned that there's going to be a 5th in October. I'm so excited. Number 16, a movie that you liked more than the book. I don't know. I didn't really think hard about any of these questions because I was in a hurry, but I will say that I really loved Avatar: The Last Airbender, the movie. Loved. And I love the cartoon on TV too. My son and I watched all of those together. And I was just so bummed that Avatar: The Last Airbender wasn't successful because I thought it was just gorgeous cinematography. Anyway, they never made the other 2 or 3 or however many there were supposed to be. But I don't know. I never read the book, but I assumed that I would like the movie better than the book. I don't read a lot of graphic novels, is why I say that. Number 17, a book that made you hungry. Again, I didn't think about it too hard, but my sister gave me this, The Pioneer Woman Cooks. And you know, Pioneer Woman is awesome. Totally awesome. Whose book advice will you always take? Well, I'm going to say Simon from Savage Reads because he has already made me buy at least 2 more Bailey's books than I intended to buy. And I'm seeing the trend continuing in the future. So he's an enabler for me. And number 19, a book that you liked that was outside of your comfort zone. So I read a lot of genres. The 2 that I don't read much of at all are, well, 3. I don't read a lot. I don't read science fiction. I just don't enjoy it. I don't read mysteries. They don't do it for me very often. I don't read much horror. But sometimes the horror / mystery really pulls me in. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for one of those. So things like Truman Capote in Cold Blood, the stuff like Girl on the Train, and there was one the year before that was really popular that I read and liked. Those vampire books by Anne Rice, I read one of those and it was enjoyable in a creepy way. I read The Stand by Stephen King, and that scared me to death. Anyway, but if there are any of the kind of more literary crime novels that you can recommend, I'd really appreciate it because, like I said, I do once in a while get the urge to read those, and I would like some recommendations on good ones. So, number 20, this isn't an actual question, I just thought it should have 20. Who are you going to tag? I'm going to tag Cover to Cover. I don't think she's done this tag yet. And I'm going to tag her because I think it's really funny because I know exactly how she'll answer number 15. So anyway, thanks for watching and I'll be back soon. Bye.